this is just a third. How much more? How many more programs do I need to take for success? You don't want to talk about the notes and the emotional roller coaster, the books, the tapes, the videos, the seminars, the conferences, the summits, the pictures with celebrities, local and nationally known. I just couldn't understand. I couldn't understand why some people were getting wins, people just like me, and some people with even less of the training and skill sets or personality or even any of those things. So I thought, but they were getting wins. I would get some wins. I would get some wins, you all, just a couple wins. And then I would go back to my old habits. And I couldn't figure out why. Look, I'm tired. I'm just tired. Or I was tired of just not winning consistently. Education does not mean teaching people what they do not know. It means teaching them to behave as they do not behave. Yes, it snatched my edges too. Okay, wait a minute. Education does not mean teaching people what they do not know. It means teaching people or teaching them to behave the way that they do not behave. Shut the front door. So those 5 questions on, I'm going to move really quickly because I don't want to hold you guys up. The questions were, what am I moving towards? What was my desired outcome? Why was I moving toward that thing? What were the values that were guiding me? How was I going to get there? What was the strategy? And what if something went wrong? What was my contingency plan? Think about neurology, the mind and how it works, linguistics, how we use our language, how it affects us, and programming, how we sequence our actions to achieve our goals. There is an NLP says that there are a couple of outcomes. There's our outcome thinking and outcome orientation. Outcome thinking and outcome orientation. Outcome thinking is deciding what we want. Outcome orientation is consistently thinking about it. So if we're just thinking about it, we're deciding what we want and give any given situation. And the orientation is we're consistently thinking about that outcome and we have a general direction and plan. So as a new entrepreneur, I was that person running around trying to find shiny things, yada, yada, yada. It was terrible. But let me tell you all some of the things that 9 questions you must ask yourself. And I know you're saying, Stephanie, why always these questions? Well, here's the deal. Trevor Oz, again, my friend and mentor, says powerful people ask powerful questions because powerful questions steer our focus. And we only get what we focus on. These 9 questions are referred to as well-informed conditions. Once we get clear on these 9 questions and our outcomes, will be realistic. They'll be realistic, achievable, and they'll be motivating. Again, they'll be realistic, they'll be achievable, and they'll be motivating. Because if they're not realistic, let's be clear, we're not going to do it. If it's not achievable, they won't get done. If we're not motivated, boom. You know, they say until we get motivated, we just have to have discipline. But we can't even get discipline if it's not realistic or achievable. Okay, let's get that. We got to move. Let's get through them. All right, number 1, positive. You know, there's negative outcomes, which, you know, we're focusing on the negative, which is those things that we don't want. But we want the positive. What do we want? Ask yourself, what do you want? Not what you want to avoid, what do you want? Like, you want to stop smoking versus you want to have healthier lungs versus stop smoking. You want to have healthier lungs. You got it? Number 2, the evidence. What's the receipts? How will you know what you're doing has succeeded or you're succeeding? How will you know? How are you tracking? Specific. Where is this goal going to occur? When does it need to occur? And with whom? For what reasons, right? Number 4, what resources do you have? You know, what objects do you have? What people are already in place? What personal qualities do you already have? You know, look at what you have first before you go out there getting more tools, because y'all, them tools have you in trouble. Y'all, listen, we'll talk about this. That's holding the training. Control. Number 5, control. Can you start and maintain this outcome? Some of you started your businesses during COVID. 2020, boy, everybody launched. You launched a business, you launched something, and then you realized it wasn't working. It would take more effort, more time, more money, more skills, talents, and abilities that you had and or were willing to sacrifice. What about those wider consequences? Number 6, the wider, right? The wider consequences. What's good in your current situation? What's working right now? What what might you have to give up? What will change when you receive what you're going to receive? Identity. Is this outcome in keeping with who you are currently? Is it going to, how does it affect who you are? Does it really line up with your values? And how do your outcomes fit together? Is it too large? Can you eat it like an elephant one bite at a time? Or is it, you need to break it down into different ones and maybe put one to the side and focus on one? So is the outcome, do they, and the ones that you're going to put in small pieces, do they fit together? And what do you do next? Start with the first step. What has happened first? What can you delegate? What do you have to do? Who's the best person to delegate it to? That was number 9. Now, we're not talking about the easy peasy goals. No, 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 no. We're talking about the hugs. Y'all say, what? Hugs? Fine. Yeah. I'm talking about the huge, unbelievable, great goals. The huge, unbelievable, great goals. They are long-term. They are clear. They are compelling. They connect with your identity. When you first set them, they seem impossible. They do not involve you sacrificing the present moment or possible future. An example would be becoming a published author, moving to another country, becoming a professional speaker, or establishing a charitable organization. As Trevor Otts, my friend and mentor, says, that's all she wrote. The pencil broke. I don't have any else, folks. That's it. That's the wrap. That's it. That's all. Take those, go back and review it, share it with somebody else, and remember to track your progress. Reward yourself, celebrate the small wins, and let those wins and moments to inspire you. That's what I did. I connected with those small wins. I got out my own way. I stopped chasing shiny objects. I'm Dr. Stephanie Wall. I help women to stop hiding behind their old selves so they can walk boldly in the new.